My name is Janai and welcome to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video. You will know if you saw the video I uploaded to my channel before this one. I reacted to Ten's Stunner music video, which I absolutely loved. I praised it highly, the song and the video. And so it made, like I said, it made me very excited for his album and getting to react to that. So that is what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to react to the songs from his Stunner album. So even though I have heard both Stunner and Bambola, I'm going to listen to both of them again for different reasons. So Stunner, of course, is up first, and I'm listening to it again simply because I love the song. When I heard it on the music video, oh, I was like, yes, yes. So I'm not going to break it down much, seeing as I did that somewhat in the music video reaction. If you don't want it to be repetitive, you could skip ahead. But if you want to just enjoy it again with me, then let's go. You know what? I had an epiphany. I realized that the Stunner has an English version, which obviously was not in the music video. He was singing the Korean version. So to make things fresh, we will look at the English version. Also, I'm just curious if I will like how it sounds. You know, sometimes, even though Korean is not my native language, if you've heard something already in one language, it kind of, your brain doesn't always want to do the switch, or it doesn't sound as good to you just because you've been conditioned by the other one. But I guess it's still early enough. I only listened to the Korean version like maybe twice, so who knows, maybe I'll enjoy it. And if I do, it's gonna make it way easier for me to memorize this song quicker. So let's do that. It's only you, baby. It's only you, baby.
Used to be crowded, never important. I wasn't good to myself, couldn't own it. I didn't see the light, no one was falling.
I didn't see the light. He's so, like, the way he effortlessly just switches the tone of his voice in the same line too. It's not easy to sing in such a warm, you know, rich tone and then just like trickle off into breathiness, you know, but he does that so well.
Didn't see the light, no one was falling. I finally opened up my eyes and I saw the truth. I let it heal. Every dimension was turning into real love. I'm thinking every card of love.
I like his lyrics already. The runs. My favorite part. This chorus. Looking like a 10. You peep it. Oh, I love when he goes bigger. When it goes at the end of those lines, and what the heck is that? See, I'm terrible at describing music, but is that like synth or whatever? Whatever it is that goes dun dun when he says bigger. That just, I love how those two things sound together. His voice and the way the music changes just on that end part. It's so impactful. And he was doing his chill dances. My part. Fire, fire, fire. That's my favorite part. Just the way he says fire. Just makes you want to do this. It's very chill, subtle sexiness. Oh, then he's giving us some bars. Keep it together like wristbands, that's cool. Dance getting wavy. These little references, you know? Ooh, the delay in the drop. Very nice. See, that's how much I like that chorus. I was wanting to hear Stunner again. I was waiting for it. I got it. I really like his low tone. Ooh, that run. You hear him in the back? Oh, his ad-libs, they're so gorgeous. My heart. Ooh, fire, fire. Facts. Ooh. Fire, fire. Oh. Do you hear him shrieking? Ah! Listen, okay, these English lyrics, okay, first of all, it sounds just as good in English, so that's nice. I'm happy about that. And I also like the lyrics. They seem very intentional. There were little references to, 10, wavy, things like that. And also, it's just like an empowering song. Maybe he could be talking about someone else, sure. Someone he sees, maybe he'll fall for them because they're stunning. But this sounds to me like more of a self-love song than anything. Like, empowering, you're the stunner. That's why he looked in the mirror in the music video and he was just feeling himself. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I really like the message of this song. That's how I choose to take it, and I really like it. Like, if this is just such a cool kind of empowering song, because there's a lot of songs out there about loving yourself, but a lot of times they're like on the sentimental side, they're not in this just really cool style. You know what I mean? This is the type of song where normally it's sung about someone that is really attractive or who you're falling for, but it's different. It's a cool ass song, but it's about us, yourself. I really like it. And that's so 10 too. From the beginning, 10 has been very consistent in like being very positive and being very confident, and always encouraging people too, like encouraging his fans and stuff to be confident in themselves and appreciate their uniqueness. That's one thing I really like about 10, not just as an artist, but as a person. He's always been that type of like, really be proud of your unique traits. Don't try to be like everyone else. I love him for that. So we're gonna go and get into the next song. Okay, so now we have Enough for Me. Now we're getting to a song I have no idea about because I haven't heard it yet. Our first true B-side, so I'm excited. This picture is something though, but let's go. Oh, what an interesting sound. Let me turn up a little. Goodness, go away. Oh, okay. Call me anytime, it's enough for me. Secret, okay. I see where we're going, I think. It's still going in the back. Down for whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm down for whatever. I'm down. Damn. Give it to me right now. Right now. Call me for a good time. Enough for me. Call me on the bad night. Enough for me. You called it the last time. He don't care. He's like, I'm down for whatever. I can be a secret. Enough for me. You don't want to be friends. Enough for me. Enough for me. Enough for me. Watching every move as we kick up the dust. So many people in the room. I like this breakdown. Sorry, I don't normally pause during songs, but the bars, we're tracing the dream till we're calling it life. He is spitting up in this song.
me more, give me more. Call me for a
Oh.
good time. Enough for me, call me on a bad night.
This hook is really good.
Enough for me, enough for me, enough for me. It can be a weekend. Enough for me, it can be a secret. Enough for me, don't wanna be friends. Enough for me, enough for
I love how pretty his voice is though, the ad-libs. You hear that, right? Because it's a little bit of a abrasive sound. But he's so pretty with his background vocals. Do you hear this in the back too? It's kind of like rap ad-libs almost. Huh. Okay, so Enough for Me. That was like a fun, cool song. I really enjoyed it. It was giving me a little bit of like old school hip hop vibes, especially like the instrumentals towards the end of the song, like in the final chorus. It was reminding me a little bit of like 90s Love or something like that. So it had that, but also when I was talking about an abrasive sound, please understand, I don't mean that it's putting me off, but that's just the word I use to describe kind of like those harsher sounds, and it had kind of elements like that throughout the whole song, like just like, not, when I say harsher, I mean not sweet, chill, regular instruments, you know what I mean? It was sounded almost a little bit industrial, you know? That's the best way I could describe some of the sound effects that were in that song. But it wasn't bad. It was pretty cool. And then Ten's voice was great. He was just really, his flow was really good. There were sometimes he sounded like he was rapping as well. And even when he would be singing in a way that was either just like straight rapping or singing with like not necessarily like the prettiest voice, more like his cool kind of sound. In the back, his ad-libs or his backing vocals would be like these really pretty ad-libs though. Like he was really just like giving us beautiful voice, you know? And so I've said this before, if you watch any of my reactions before, a lot of times I say this about songs, that I like them to be dynamic. I don't just want all the time an easy listening song. I like when there are contrasting sounds, and that could be singing, that could be just instruments, but I like when harsher sounds are paired with more melodic and sweeter sounds. So I like the contrast in his voice and in the instruments. And I love the lyrics of the song. To me, it's like Ten is talking about, I'm getting mine, you know, I'm trying to make my dreams reality out here, and I'm just here to have a good time. So whatever you want from me in my fast-paced life, okay, if you want to, you know, whatever, hook up for whatever reason. It could be hook up in one way, or it could just be hooking up like we're going to go and hang out. We're going to like, you know, paint the town, whatever it is. But whatever you want me for, I'm down for whatever, okay? Because I'm a stunner and I'm living my life, and you can get in on this, and I'm not, you know, it doesn't matter one way or another to me if you want to stick around or not. I think that's what he's kind of saying, you know? And so, again, 10 is nothing if not confident, you know, all the time. And he's like a magnet too. A lot of these songs too, he's like drawing people to him. Everyone wants to be around him, you know, and his energy. And I feel like a lot of that just speaks to who he really is as a person too. Okay, so let's go to the next song. Okay, so Bambola, like I said, I heard this obviously because I reacted to the music video for it, but I want to hear it again. I said it was not my favorite song, but it was not a bad song. It was still a good song. And I want to hear it again just without the distraction of the visuals of the music video, because the song, like I said in the MV reaction, I feel like it was really there to showcase his dancing, you know, and to build hype for the album, visually speaking. So I want to just like hear the song again without any visuals, just to see how like, so I can, you know, really appreciate the music more and see again how I feel about it. So let's go. It's about to be in the club. Fonzie, that was my favorite part. I'm too late. The instruments in this song are very interesting too. Yeah, it's dance, but also there's just a lot of interesting sound effects in here. It's a little bit quirky and weird too, for sure. Yeah, and then the lyrics, of course, he's talking about, you know, taking control of someone, like kind of like someone was telling me in the comments, he's kind of like supposed to be a villainous character, and he's controlling everyone like a little puppet or a little doll, which makes sense. But I also said, you know, this is like a good song for the dance floor, which clearly this would be good in the club or in the dance hall or something. But, you know, like how the DJ or whoever it is, a lot of these songs, it's just like they tell you dance moves and you're just supposed to follow them. They kind of control the movement of people on the dance floor, control the flow of everything. And so 10 also in a way is kind of like playing DJ in the song. I feel like he's telling us like how to move, how to enjoy the song, you know? Because I do what you do, what I told you to. Right, I remember this now from the music video. I like the switch up. I think, yeah, I liked it a little better than the first part of the song. And I like how his voice got more chill. You don't know what to say. Da-da-da, so exciting. Sometimes I wanna play with you real slow. I'm just too when to stop and when to go. I love it when you're under control. The thing about this song too, which is interesting, is how unpredictable it is. He's singing in so many different tones, but also he's just like kind of pausing and switching up the tempo, I would say, whenever he feels like, you know, that in particular is unpredictable. You know, typically in a song, like, you will know just from observing me reacting to the last two songs from this album, how quickly you could kind of find a pattern, right? Like we're used to, it's like, you know, intro, verse, chorus, you know, bridge, final chorus, whatever. You know, there's for a lot of songs, there is, even though there could be very interesting in the way they're sung, there's just a general flow to them. But this song is so unpredictable in the way it's sung as well, you know? And so that really also, in a way, kind of lends to this being a song about taking control, because you kind of need him to lead you, to let you know where you're supposed to go with the song. I hope that kind of makes sense what I'm saying. But yeah, it's not that easy to memorize. See? It's already switched up from the last time. This is my favorite part, by the way. Besides, Fonzie. I like this, hook, I guess. See? Okay, first of all, we're gonna replay that because, like I said, unpredictable, but also just da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The way he's sung, like staccato, you know, like the beat switched up so much, but and the distortion in his voice, that's really cool. There must be a way to flip this. If you think you're the one who make it. I'm reaching for your soul. Okay, that part's fairly easy to follow. One of these days, get ready. One of these times, you'll take the fight. Yeah, but what to do? Who have you been talking to? Use you like a Bambola, the music changes even more than his voice in this song. It switches up like crazy. It's like an SM song on steroids. Oh, and it's over. Yeah, that's hands down one of the most unpredictable, interesting songs ever. Yeah, and like I said, I really like that chorus. Yeah, and the thing is too, I'm not making this up. Throughout it, I also, especially when it comes to this chorus, like yabba dabba, what did, like it also a little bit reminds me of a children's song, just because of like some of the lyrics, you know, some of those like playful, childish kind of lyrics, you know, almost just kind of like telling a nursery rhyme or something. Especially this part right here. So it just everything kind of to me makes sense thematically, you know, like playing with a doll, like Bambola is supposed to be doll, and so it just reminds me of like children playing, and so in a way it's like a children's childish kind of song, but made for grown-ups and made for the dance floor, if that makes sense, made to be some kind of dance song. But it is very interesting and very unique, which again, the consistent thing you will always get with 10 is uniqueness. So yeah, it's cool. Okay, now we're going into Sweet as Sin. Oh boy, I don't know if I want to do this one. I don't know, all of a sudden I'm thinking of birthday and things like that. I'm not really the best when it comes to this particular 10. It's a lot for me. Look at his smirking picture. Oh. So he's gonna be low tone and whispering. Oh. No. Stop. Volcano.
Top of the town, fantasize, everybody all starry eyed, sweet as sin, I walk in. Supernova's epitomic, yeah, I'm under your skin. Tunnel vision, blind ambition, seal your fate with a kiss. It's so dangerous when I do my thing. I know you wanna like this.
Dang. The way he like drags it out. He's really playing with the beat. Oh. I like that in the back. It's very bass heavy. I'm napalm with a cherry on top. The key change. Wow, this outro. That was something. That outro was very unexpected. It was still shocking me even though he stopped singing. Okay, well, this was an interesting one too. I like it. It was reminding me a little bit of Bambola because it was again another, it was giving me dance, electronic, techno in terms of sound. But I would say it was a little more gritty, like bass heavy. It was really, you know what I mean? It was kind of giving this heavy sensual, kind of like darker atmosphere, I think, which goes well with the title of the song, Sweet as Sin. And yeah, this again, I think he's talking about himself yet again, like another facet of himself, you know? And he's being very like seductive, I feel like. It was definitely painting the picture of like 10 in the club on the prowl type of situation. But this song, even though it was, I would say generally easier listening than Bambola, it was still very unpredictable. That music switched up so many times. It could have been subtle, but it still switched up a lot of times actually. And 10, he's just so talented in the way he keeps changing up his voice. Like, one thing he is not is stagnant. He's not stagnant at all. He does so many different little things in terms of singing on tempo, like changing up depending on how the beat switches up. And he always adds these nice little elements too. Either like making his voice higher, whispering, or I like when he drags it out sometimes and goes, like that. I really like the effect that has too. It's like it gives a sort of haunting vibe, you know? So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Okay, let's go to the next one. Waves. This isn't the end, is it? No way, did I already do 6 songs? I refuse to accept... Oh, no, there's one more. I remember now. Okay, sorry, guys. I just didn't want it to end so quickly, you know? I've been enjoying this a lot. Okay, Waves. So, this... I get the feeling this is going to be quite the switch up in sound. But just the title alone, for some reason, it's giving me different vibes already than the previous ones. But we'll see. Yeah, see, it's already kind of dreamier. And lighter.
Trading the skyline for these ocean waves. Home is such a long flight to take.
I'm adjusting to the different tempo. It's been so like dance heavy. This is like, yeah. On my mind. I really like how he's singing here. He's consistently singing high. Oh no. Okay, I'm not one to pause usually, but it's just like, okay, first of all, I mean, I'm enjoying it a lot. And it's kind of giving me, I want to say there's some like Afrobeat elements in there. It's not, I want to go right on and say, yes, this is an Afrobeat song, but it's definitely giving me some of that vibe. It's bringing me back to the Caribbean or something. And it's just a lot, and I really like it. It's a bit of a problem. I really like how he's singing too. I love his tone in this. Hey, you hear that in the back? That echo. Oh, that's so nice. Oh. I predicted it, but it was still so nice. Say. On my mind. That's nice too. This pre-chorus. All the time. Oh. Oh, I like how you dragged it out.
I'm trying to keep my cool, but I don't mind if I lose it for you. Drifting away as long as it's in your blue. I can change all of my past if you don't let me in your waves. And I know we'll be okay, long as the ocean waves don't break. All I wanna do is spend some time in your waves. What if I stay for days, let all the find me in your waves.
Oh, thanks for not ending right away. Okay, well, if you couldn't tell, I really enjoyed that song. And like I thought, the vibe was very different from the previous songs on this album. It was still kind of electronic-y, like, you know, in terms of the instrumentation, definitely was giving electronic sounds, but the atmosphere of the song was completely different. The feel of the song, they did a perfect job. They took you there. It's like what you would picture just looking at the title of the song is where they took you. They didn't waste no time. Right away I was like by the beach and just like on the sand, just like warm weather. You know what I mean? The vibes were so nice and chill. Ten's voice was interesting again. It was much more subtle of a song, but he would, especially in the beginning of the song, you remember I was saying he was consistently singing high, but then he gradually started to get lower, and then he was kind of like, especially towards the end of the song, consistently singing low but like light at the same time. He did such a good job keeping his voice light no matter how low or high he sung. Just feeling like airy, like waves, you know. He painted the picture so well with the tone of his voice. And I like the lyrics and everything, you know. It's like, I feel like he's saying he feels easy around this person, you know. He wants to be around this person because they're comforting, it's easy, you know. Let me be in your waves, let me dive in your waves, you know. It's a really cool, chill song, but like a little bit sensual, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. That was a nice little surprise considering the general flow of the album. This was a nice switch up in terms of sound. So I'm pretty sure now we're on the last one, which makes me sad. Yes, Butterfly. I remembered that was the last one. Basically, it's just the Korean and the English version of Stunner. So it's not really 7 songs, it's 6 songs. So I'm curious to see how he wraps this up. You know, Butterfly, just from the title alone, you would think it would be more along the lines of Waves in terms of sounding softer, not like dance rhythm heavy, but you never know. Like I said, Ten's unpredictable. So let's get into it. Oh. Yeah. It's quite different already. From Waves 2. You hear that, right? I always... Listen, you want to appreciate a song fully, you have to pay attention to the background vocals. No matter how soft they are, that da. You gotta listen carefully, but I like that too. I like that in the back. Yeah. Oh, this is so pretty already. You hear that? Oh, this is so nice. No. Not the beat with the piano. And his voice. It's a triple threat. Shit. Oh. No. Why is it getting all romantic and beautiful at the end? How are we gonna have these dance songs and stuff like that, and then this chill like Waves, and then come with this? No, listen, okay. I'm sorry if this is annoying, but I'm gonna go right back to the beginning. I want to hear everything again. I want to hear it from the beginning. It's a lot, in the best way.
바람처럼 포근히 퍼지던 향기도 저 멀리 찬바람에 모두 흩어져 흔적도 없이 잊혀져 버린 이름을 불러보다 찬란한 두 나의 봄 떠나간 뒷모습만 말없이 바라봐 for you, for you.
Oh, you can hear the strings too. And his voice gets higher. They added strings.
날 향한 그 미소 환하게 빛나던 나날들 아픔과 고통도 눈물도 추억이 된 지금 얼마나 더 지나야 괜찮아질까
Oh gosh, these runs.
아름다웠던 오지는 기억들을 향해 인사를 전해 이름을 불러보다 찬란한 두 나의 봄 떠나간 뒷모습만 말없이 바라봐 for you, for you.
I love how delicate his voice is there. Oh, that's nice. Everything. That is beautiful. That whole part right there. Oh gosh, 10, stop. Oh, no, heck no. Oh, that's how it ends? I told you to stop, but I didn't really mean it like that. Stop, baby, don't stop. Anyway, that was amazing. Oh, I can't believe he hit us like that at the end. Oh my gosh. It was beautiful. It was like you know what I mean? It was obviously pretty and romantic, but it wasn't like your typical ballady song, you know? It was still so dynamic. And just the subtle things too, like the piano, the strings, but also that beat, that consistent beat. I really liked that was there the whole time. And his voice was just incredible. It sounded so, you know, breathtaking and heartbreaking. You know, there was definitely this pain you could feel in his voice, but it was still so beautiful and delicate. And he painted, again, his singing paints the picture of what he's talking about so well. Not just the lyrics, just the sound of his voice. It was so beautiful and delicate and tragic, like a butterfly, you know? You know a butterfly, how pretty and light it is? But how easily it could get, you know, killed or hurt. And that's what it was like. Also, you know, he's describing, I guess, wanting to be free of this pain, you know? Obviously, things are not working out. Maybe he was in a relationship or something. And it's like, I feel like he's saying he wants to be free, but at the same time, it's not easy like that. He's still really attached to this person and the good memories, you know? It's having a hold on him. So yeah, it was just beautiful. It was gorgeous. Anyway, as a whole, the album was really good, but I expected nothing less. My expectations were high coming in because 10 is just a top tier artist and he always surpasses expectations. But your girl does not have the best memory, so let me look at the playlist really quick. I want to just say which ones I was really feeling. Stunner, I really like that song. In terms of like just a song to groove to, you know, Stunner is the one. Waves, though, you know how I felt about Waves. It's just my vibe. It's really my vibe, and it had a touch of like, it was reminding me a little bit of Afrobeat, so I love that stuff. It was really nice. And Butterfly. Yeah, that was, I didn't see that coming, but boy, that was beautiful. That was everything. And 3 very distinct songs in terms of style and genre. So I appreciate it, and none of it felt like out of place though. Somehow the flow of the album was really good, you know? It went kind of from heavier to lighter gradually. So I really like that. Yeah, 10 did a phenomenal job. He should be very proud of himself, you know? And yeah, I just look forward to anything he has coming up in the future. I would love to see a lot more stages of these kinds of songs. Not these kinds of songs, of any of these songs, honestly. He needs to have stages for all these B-sides. But let me know what you thought of this album. What was your favorite song? Please leave a comment. Please like the video. And please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.